What's going on, everybody? It's Game Unboxing Reviews here, and welcome back to another LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga news update. So in today's video, I'm of course going to be showcasing some brand new screenshots while also talking about everything that we know about the game so far. So without further ado, let's get to it. Alright, so developed by TT Games in collaboration with the Lucasfilm Games team and published by Warner Bros. Interactive Entertainment, LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga is the biggest LEGO Star Wars video game to date. Now you'll experience non-stop action as you play through your favourite memorable moments from the Phantom Menace, Attack of the Clones, Revenge of the Sith, A New Hope, The Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, The Force Awakens, The Last Jedi, and even the highly anticipated conclusion to the series, The Rise of Skywalker. So that's all 9 films that will all be reimagined with the signature LEGO fun and humour. And best of all, you can play through the entire saga in any order you choose. So you could say, for example, start at the beginning with the Phantom Menace, begin the original trilogy with A New Hope, or even just launch right into The Last Jedi or The Rise of Skywalker. You direct where to go and how to play in this game. Up next, we of course need to talk about the open world. So this game will feature expansive hub areas like the Desert of Geonosis, the swamps of Dagobah, and even the snowfields of Starkiller Base, all of which will offer fun quests and more to explore. You can even travel through space and revisit any planet from all 9 of your favourite Star Wars films at any time in any order you wish, as the entire galaxy is available to discover and play in. Next up, let's talk vehicles. So there are hundreds of ships and vehicles that are yours to command for empowering adventures throughout the galaxy, as you jump to light speed in the Millennium Falcon and outrun Imperial starships, battle First Order TIE fighters and Resistance X-Wings, and go pod racing on Tatooine. Lastly, before we move on to the brand new screenshots, we of course need to talk about characters. So this game features hundreds of playable characters from throughout the galaxy, including all of the greatest legends from every era of the saga, with a roster that is said to be the biggest in the LEGO Star Wars series to date. So for instance, as you master combat in your fight against the forces of evil, you can play as your favourite heroes from the light side of the Force, such as Qui Gon-Jinn, Obi-Wan Kenobi, Luke Skywalker, Rey, Finn, BB-8, and many more. Or, if you'd prefer, you can turn to the dark side of the Force and take control of Darth Vader, Darth Maul, Kylo Ren, Emperor Palpatine, and again, so many more. And last but most certainly not least, we of course need to talk about all of the brand new screenshots. So first up, we have this awesome shot in space of a super Star Destroyer and an Imperial shuttle that is in between 2 TIE fighters. Up next, we have another screenshot in space, this time of 2 Venator-class Star Destroyers flying above what I think could be the Wookiee homeworld known as Kashyyyk. Now this next shot is very cool because here we can see the rebels in Echo Base, and there's a lot to point out here because up above we can see Princess Leia in a Hoth attire, while below her there is actually a rebel pilot, which could be Luke. However, if we look to the far right, we can see C-3PO next to someone who is sitting on a Taun Taun, and judging by the brown jacket and hood, I'm thinking that is Han Solo, who is probably on his way to rescue Skywalker, so the rebel pilot is likely no one special. And just as an added bonus, to the right of 3PO we can also see a T-47 Airspeeder. Here we have a great shot of Wicket the Ewok, up to no good as per usual, as he sneaks past a scout trooper and his AT-ST walker during the Battle of Endor. And if you look carefully, you can also see Han and Leia looking down at Wicket in their Endor clothes. Here we get an awesome new look at the bounty hunter known as Boba Fett, who looks extremely cool in this game, and I especially love the fire effects that are coming from his jetpack because they just look so realistic. And if you look to the far right, you can also see one of the skiff guards peeking his head out of Jabba's barge. Next up, we have this absolutely gorgeous shot on Tatooine with 2 Jawas, R2-D2, and a Rodian. And I've got to say, I don't think I've ever seen a LEGO video game look better than this, because I mean, just look at the lighting for starters and the high quality textures, like the bumpy ground. I especially love how everything is covered in sand, including the bottom of the Jawa's legs, and there's even little bits of dirt at the bottom of R2. Lastly, of course, we have another shot of R2 on Tatooine, only this time he's accompanied by 2 Banthas and the legendary Lando Calrissian in his skiff guard disguise. We can also see another Rodian sitting on a rock behind R2 and a T16 Skyhopper up in the sky. But again, just look at the little attention to detail in this one shot, The plant next to Lando looks really rough, and the banthas are just covered in sand. I mean, I am just so impressed with the graphics and overall level of detail in this game. Alright, so that's pretty much it for this video. All that's left to say now is that LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga will be available for PS4, Xbox One, PC, and Nintendo Switch sometime next year. Anyway guys, as always, I want to thank you all very much for watching, and if you'd like to stay up to date with the latest news on LEGO Star Wars The Skywalker Saga, then please be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.